Hello. I set up pretty quick. It's going to be harsh lighting. I watched a video about how to do proper lighting. There's one here and one there and one behind. I'll maybe do that one day if I get more serious about it all. Is that looking centered? Hopefully I don't make you guys sick. How's it going? We had a double funeral today. It was kind of sad that happened. There was a daughter passed away. She was 52. She's my wife's age. My wife went to school with her, and she died of cancer. And her mom was sadly, close to death as well. And so it sounds a little macabre, but they waited, till the mother did pass, and so they had like a double funeral service. So Janice knew the girl, the lady, I guess you'd call her a lady, right? And the mom, they had a huge family, 16 kids, I think. Large family. And hi, Jeanette. And then her name was Elaine, who passed away. And hi, tree-hugging Buddhist. And so, yeah, we'll celebrate life. That's important, to celebrate life for sure. It's also important to honor the people in death as well, to show our solidarity with those families and commiserate. A lot of times, like for the mom, she was 85, and the daughter was not. She was only 52, so it was kind of young. So it was sad. But you see a lot of people. That's the thing about funerals, isn't it? You get to see a lot of people you haven't seen. I prefer weddings because everything's usually a little happier, but funerals have their their necessary thing. Anyways. So I just, anyways, we got back, and I had a bite to eat, and then my wife was making some food for the little ones, and I just asked if I could come down here, if it would work out. She said, yeah, don't stay too long. So I came down for a quick little. It's 5:55 here in Alberta, Canada. 5:55. So, tree-hugging Buddhist, THB. Are you really a tree-hugging Buddhist? Is that really what you do for like a living? Maybe. That's okay if you do. I'm just wondering. We need more tree-hugging Buddhists. If it's like the Catholic faith, we have a lack of priests. You may have a lack of tree-hugging Buddhists, I suppose. Hear my song, hear me sing this tune, and take it with you, love. Hear my voice, it's always running places, but that's not my choice. Do I know what I've tried? The up and the down, the sky above, the cold hard ground. And I'm sitting here under a banjo moon, howling at the world, I'm trying to keep the tune. What do I fear? That it might end too soon. Sitting here under this banjo moon. See me cry, half the time I really can't tell you why. Am I wise enough to bridge the distance between the shallow, smooth, and the deep and the rough? What do I know? Is there a place for the soft and the tough? Can I find it before it's too late? I'm sitting here under a banjo moon, howling at the world, I'm trying to keep the tune. What do I fear? Maybe that it might end too soon. Sitting here under this banjo moon. I'm glad you're here too, Ingrid and Jeanette. Looks like it's just the four of us and the tree hugger. depths of all the mysteries, the where and how. Sorrow and joy, and the glorious light that shone on me when I was a boy. Now I'm older, and the prayers they're getting hard to employ. Still I know you're guiding us now. I'm sitting here under a banjo, howling at the world, trying to keep the tune. What do I fear? Maybe that it might end too soon. Sitting here under this banjo, sitting here under this banjo. Hi Rachel, sitting here under this banjo. Hello Richard, I'm glad you made it. Did you see my title? Richard sent me a lovely email giving me updates about his life and how things are going and so on. And one of the little tidbits of information he said is that Terry's birthday is on Monday. And I was worried I might forget to say anything, so one of the reasons I wanted to come on tonight is to wish Terry a happy birthday. I'm trying to remember. Richard says I'm 73. Terry is 14 maybe years older. 80. Is that wrong? You better tell us the ages here, Richard, before I embarrass myself here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You're probably at home. You may not even be at Terry's. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you. 85. Well, there you go. That's awesome. You'll have to call him. Did you want me to wait? Maybe I'll wait and I'll sing it again. Maybe he can't tune in. Maybe you're the guy who sets everything up. I don't know. If not, you can play it back for him. And then I'll play it again. If you say he's watching or something like that, I'll play it again. But let him know that we love him and we wishing him a happy birthday. 85 years. That's awesome. That's very impressive. That's awesome. I hope I make it to that. I think my mama was 87, I think. The McLeods. I'm a McLeod, like my mom's maiden name's McLeod. My first name is McLeod. There's a little secret for y'all. All of you guys who are here. Hi, Rachel. So my first name is actually McLeod. Middle name's Joseph. My last name's Lawrence. But on the McLeod side, it's all into the 80s. And on the Lawrence side, my dad's side, it's into the 90s. Most of them. My dad's 90. He'll be, I think, 91 in December. November, December, I think. Anyways. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on and say hi. Oh, I know that. How many, Rachel, can you tell me how many people or somebody? I don't have this on YouTube. This is a little, what's it called? This is called OBS. And OBS, it's a software for this kind of thing, but I could probably get YouTube going at the same time just to see how many are there. But when you live by the rock and you live by the road, you try to find a place to call your home. Always something that makes you roam, makes you wander. Always wander, yeah. Scramble out of your little bed, you try to find a perfect place to spin your web and get your prey for the day. Down on 8 knees to pray for your answer. Will you find your answer? It's a bitsy spider who went off the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up comes the sun and dries up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. You're not sure what to do with your life. You've got 8,000 kids and a killer for a wife, but you fight through the pain, you fight through the strife. It's a trial, it's your trial, yeah. And while you work all day long, there's children in the world singing your song. Is that enough? Enough to keep you strong? Did you know that? Did you know that you're the itsy bitsy spider who went up the water spout? Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up comes the sun and dries up all the rain now. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Well, you do what you got to do, and you do what you got to do to make it through. And you know sometimes that life will be blue, but there are good times, yeah. Without the shadow of a doubt, the rain, she's gonna come and wash you out. The spout, 'cause you're the spider, you're the Spider-Man. It's a bitsy spider who went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up comes the sun and dries up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Well, you live by the rock and you live by the roll, and you try to find a place to call your home. Always something that makes you roam, makes you wander, always wander, yeah. Scramble out of your little bed, you try to find the perfect place to spin your web, and you pray for the day. Down on 8 knees to pray for your answer. When you find your answer, itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up comes the sun and dries up all the rain now. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Good, I'm glad you're singing along. Oh, Terry didn't answer the phone. Terry. Well, maybe he's having a shower or a bath or something. Maybe he's down in the... You're a couple hours ahead, I think. What time is it? 6, 7, 8. Yeah, maybe he's down playing dominoes. Maybe he's practicing. He's working on down playing dominoes with the other tenants there. Honing his skills against the master domino player, Richard Cox. It's 7. Oh, you're only 1 hour ahead. Okay. Oh, it's not bad. Rachel, what's that? What? Sparrow. Sparrow's doing fine. You're probably thinking of Wren. I got 2 little birdies. Wren is doing okay. She's doing better. She's the one that we're working on, our obsessive compulsive. That's okay. Obsessive compulsive disorder. And it's really probably the most difficult thing we've dealt with in our 30 years of marriage. But we're making some headway. So thank you for your prayers and your thoughts and concerns. But it's very hard. Really, really tough. Anyways. We'll get through though, hey? When I was a young boy, I ran through the rain to wash my fears away. When I was a young man, I ran towards the fight, just to flee again. And the wind blows o'er my soul, and the wind blows o'er my soul. the world keeps turning, can't the spring unwind? The trappings of my mind, they wash o'er me now. Longing and the yearning to my soul does it bind. Am I here ready, my hand to the plow, and the wind blows o'er my soul, and the wind blows o'er my soul, and the wind blows o'er my soul once again. I ran and ran until my lungs were on fire. Thought I might expire on the grassy ground, and I kept moving till I was under those spires, and your words came falling, falling down, and your wind blew o'er my soul, and your wind blew o'er my soul, and your wind blew o'er my soul once again. Help me, 'cause I feel all alone. Come down from your throne, hold me in your arms. I see your majesty and my little mind is blown, and the dirt under your nails and the blood upon your brow. And your wind blows o'er my soul, and your wind blows o'er my soul, and your wind blows o'er my soul once again. And your wind blows o'er my soul, and your wind blows o'er my soul, and your wind blows o'er my soul once again. Thanks, Rachel. That's a new song. I'm still working on it. That's called, right now it's just called Or like over without the V. It's I think an Irish or a Scottish or an English term, or maybe all three. Or your wind blows o'er my soul. Thanks, Rachel. Chuck or Rad or Crazy Neighbor. Crazy Neighbor doesn't show up very often at all. Chuck does and Rad does, but there's no reason that they would show up because I didn't tell anybody I was doing this. I didn't mean to. It was just a kind of a spontaneous little party. So I just thought I'd come down for an hour because I couldn't make it on Thursday because of other family issues and so on. So okay, Richard, that's too bad. Well, I'm here for a little while. We'll try again, maybe in 20 minutes or so. Hey, tired of being alone. Yeah, that's right. He might be right back. Staring at this blank screen on my phone, waiting for you to contact me. Contact me. Hope to see you soon, my blue balloon. I send you all my love. What more could this red heart be made of? A little message from me to you. hope to see you soon, my blue balloon. And take it from me through the sky. Return magically, won't you fly to me? The night it drags on, I hope to hear that familiar ding dong, the little rhyme message, no, chime that I made for you from me. I hope to see you soon, my blue balloon. I know you're writing back. Those 3 dots cause me a heart attack. What message am I getting from you to me? 3 red hearts wrapped in a blue balloon. Take it from me through the sky. Return magically, won't you fly to me? Hi, Lindsay. Tired of being alone, staring at this blank screen on my phone, waiting for you to contact me. Hi, Lindsay. What the heck are you doing? That's cool. This is a spontaneous Saturday night blitz. So. Got to tune. Don't want to be out of tune. This whole place is out of tune. Richard's art show is in November. November the 11th, I believe. Sorry, everybody. Pause show. Pause show. That's what everyone says around here when we're watching the TV show. Pause show. I gotta go pee. Pause show. Gotta go pee. All right. Richard Cox weaving and Richard Thoreau painting together. Premiere reception Saturday, November 11th, 2023, 1 to 3. What else does it say there? The show runs from November 8th to January 1st. That's a long time. That's awesome. So you guys can all go. I believe that's one of Richard's. Man, that's amazing. How do you do that? So that's one of his weavings. I assume that's the painter. That's a pretty cool new age, I don't know what you call it. Avant-garde. And then that's a weaving up there in the corner. Crazy. Look how beautiful that is. Richard, that's amazing. Those paintings are pretty cool. That looks like I don't know what drummer that is. Maybe Carter Beauford from Dave Matthews. I'm not sure. Could be just a street drummer from New York. I don't know. I was thinking about not doing it, but I decided to go, okay, wow, you scared me. No, that'd be awesome, Richard, especially if you got most of your stuff is pretty much ready. Are you working outside on your loom? You're working on some big wide ones, but I don't know if they're for the show or if it's just something you're working on. So if you're working on it for the show, wow, that's something. But it'd be obviously a lot easier. It's like me with music. It's like, hey, play something you already know. To create something's a little more difficult. But if it's stuff, because you got hundreds of works, I think, maybe more. And so if you can pick ones that you want, it'd be pretty cool. And then it's a little more laid back. Not that it's totally laid back. It's always a bit of stress involved in that kind of stuff, I don't know what shackles are. I wear them every day. How's that for a segue? Working for the man and the bills I've got to pay. There's a place and only I know of where I can hunker down, and I'd be gone. I'd be gone. Come with me to where the wild flowers grow and the trees smell like heaven, don't you know? And the song of the loon's calling me, and I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Okay. That little voice inside your head that you ignore, telling you not to do what you've always done before. Well, that's the one I'm bending to, the one I follow now under the sun, under these clouds. Come with me to where the wildflowers grow and the trees, don't you know, and the song of the loon's calling me, and I'll be gone. I'll be gone. That place right there where the river meets the road, where no one's been before, right there, that's where I'll go. And with the campfire burning and the cold beer in my hand, I'll be gone. Across the land, come with me to where the wildflowers grow and the trees smell like heaven, don't you know? And the song of the loon's calling me, and I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Summer, winter, spring or fall, doesn't matter to me at all. Come with me to where the wildflowers grow and the trees smell like heaven, don't you know? And the song of the loon's calling me, I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Come with me to where the wildflowers grow and the trees smell like heaven, don't you know? And the song of the loon's calling me, and I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Yip, 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 yip. Excuse me. All right, let's get this guy. Oh, stupid hat. Ow. Oh, I almost hit myself in the face. Gosh, don't do that. I was up in Alaska hunting wolverines. What do you think? A freaking 12 gauge. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, most of your... Can you guess how many... Oh, maybe it's too hard, but how many weavings you've done in total? Maybe that's too difficult to question because you got small weavings, you have large weavings. Maybe I can ask you this. This will be like an interview online. Hello, Richard. Mr. Cox, how many weavings would you say you've done since you started weaving? Do you think you could give us a ballpark figure? Please. So I'll let you think about that. I don't play this thing for this damn song ever, but I always, want to try it, and it just never. 50 years. Wow. So let's say you did 2 a year. That'd be 100. But I think you did more than 2 a year. That's awesome. Well, you can tell you've been weaving that long, brother. Even like those 2 little samples in that poster are amazing. Is it gonna be money? I don't know. How far back do our plans go? Is my mother going to jail again? All this talk is wearing me thin. Doesn't anybody follow the rules, or am I just sitting here singing the blues? When all this trouble's riding me, look across the room and I see my guitar calling me. Is this another dream come true, or just another dream falling through? Why does this wind blow so cold? Now I'm too young to feel this old. Now I'm so sick of sitting around. I got my feet too planted on the ground. Yeah, all this trouble's riding me. I look across the room and I see my guitar calling me. I've seen a lot of people come and go. They tell me why, but I don't know. Can what they say be so true? Is there always something after you? Don't try to change my philosophy, 'cause man, I'm telling you, I got eyes to see. Yeah, all this trouble's around me. Wow, across the room and I see my guitar. When all these troubles are riding me, look across the room and I see my guitar call me. Well, that's a lot, Richard. I know we are fortunate enough, blessed enough to have some of your scarves and some of your blankets, like smaller ones. I won one in a draw. You just sent me some because you're a generous old coyote. Well, the earth was shaking, my soul was quaking, and I was sitting there debating whether I should stay in this dirty old town. I have the things for the show. 2 big weavings are for the future. Oh, okay. Get something like that. Real live wire, just an ice cold beer and a bushcraft fire. Ain't that the truth? The hell ain't no liar. Need a ratchet strap and some piece of wire to regain all of my youth. And I'm gonna build a tree house on my new land with my crazy neighbor and a spread out hands and leave the world behind. It's all big demands. All I need is one good leg to stand and you to hold my hand. And there's a time and place for everything, so they say, let it be right now on this day. And they'll always question what you're gonna do. This is my advice that I freely give to you. Move from step 1 and head to step 2. This is the life, that's what they say. And some like to give, and some like to take, and some save for tomorrow, and some live for today. I can't think of any other cliches. Well, except that what I got is what you need, like a drunk needs a bottle and a hippie needs weed. I'm too proud to beg, I'm too big to plead. I don't need no one to come down and rescue me. There's a time and a place for everything, so they say you better be right now on this day. And they'll always question what you're gonna do. This is my advice, really give to you. Thanks, Rachel. Move from step one, head to step two. That's it. Ain't no more grab a bag of pasta and head out the door and smash my clock, cause I don't need it anymore. Done with the days of 7 to 4 for rich or poor, rich or poor. And there's a time and a place for everything, so they say let it be right now on this day. Yeah. And they'll always question what you're gonna do. This is my advice, really give to you. Move from step one, head to step two. Something like that. Solomon Gumball. Do-dee-dee-dee-da, do-dee-dee-dee-da-da-do-da-da-da-ba-ba-bo, bo-ba-dee-doo. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Carl. Beep, 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 beep. Let me see. I always have fun when I see this. Yeah. I need to start setting my calendar. Well, Solomon. Blink, 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 blink. This was spontaneous because I couldn't make it on Thursday because of family matters, and so I jumped on here. Blue Balloon. Oh, dang it. I played that one already, but I'll play it again. I'll play a short version. I know you're riding back. Those 3 dots caused me a heart attack. What message am I getting from you to me? 3 red hearts wrapped in a blue balloon. Take it from me through the sky. Turn magically, won't you fly to me? Tired of being alone, staring at this blank screen on my phone, waiting for you to contact me. So Solomon, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that very much. Oh, that's good, Richard. I didn't make scarves this year. 16 weavings like you have. That is what I wove this year. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you keep weaving more too. It's a very nice gift for the world. You're welcome, Solomon. I should tell you also, there's some news from the Vermilion area. You know Faye Bardot, Louie and Faye. You know probably, oh heck, you know Marvin and Elaine. Elaine passed away a couple months ago, and Faye passed away last week. So anyways, the funeral was today at the Clandonald Hall. they had like a double funeral. They waited because they knew Faye wasn't doing very well, so they waited. So Elaine and Faye both had their funerals today. And also in Clandonald Vermilion news, I don't know if you know Finn Martin. You don't remember Seamus? I don't know if you knew Seamus Martin, but Finn Martin passed away as well. I didn't see the date how old she was, but her daughters Denise and oh my gosh, Susan. I'm blanking. Anyways, that funeral is next week, I think. So there's a little bit of Vermilion news for you, Solomon. Oh, about that song. Thanks for saying you want to learn it. Get this stupid thing off my head. All right. I'll show you the weird chords. So, yeah, here we go. There. All right, just a minute. Hold on, everybody. There we go. So it's in C, and then you just do that step down thing, right? So you're just doing. Sorry. So this one's going. You don't have to do this, but so it steps up. I'm using my pinky for that. And then this is the neat chord. I don't really know what it's called, but this bass note here, just a minute. So you just go down one more and you keep this one on here. You keep that one on there. And that's the nice sounding chord. I don't really know what it is. I'm trying to get this piece of to, okay, that's a little better. So there's your C. I hit this one. So you're doing, forget about the picking pattern. But anyways, you can just strum it. So really it's just this one, that one, and that one. Don't hit the bass note, the E, it sounds terrible. Okay, so then it goes to A. That's just straight A. That's a D minor. That's just G. Then it's just C, E, and then A minor. That's D minor, D minor. Hope to see you soon. My blue balloon. So really that's just a C and a G, really. So that's all there is. That's kind of, I think, basically it. Well, don't worry about the chord picking, but and then the chorus or whatever is like E. Sorry, that's F. Take it from me. That's just G. Through the sky. Same step down. That's A minor, and then I usually step down again. Then F again. Return magically. Won't you fly back to G to me? It's nice when you throw this one in the middle. I don't know what that is either. I probably screwed up once playing that chord, and then you kind of like, yeah, that sounds kind of nice. So I don't really know what it is. I'm pushing my glasses up like my dad used to do in class. Oh, thanks, Rachel. I haven't done much. Carl, that's great news, Rachel. Rachel, what the heck? What are you talking about? What's the good news? I must have my share in the conversation. Tell me about this. Hey, what are you talking about over there? I must have my share in the conversation. That's from Pride and Prejudice. That's Lady Catherine de Bourgh. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Solomon. Oh, your pneumonia. I forgot about that. Sorry. Yeah, that's a tough one. I hope hope you're getting better. Lots of rest, lots of chicken soup, lots of vitamin D. Do you know what probably would help too? And I don't care what happens. Ivermectin. I bet you that would help too. Just saying. It's not like this mystery horse drug that they all tried to say it was. Actually, it's been given as a lung thing in Africa for years. No, that was actually, I'm confusing it really with hydroxychloroquine. That's what another doctor got in trouble for in the past little bit. I won't mention why. She was prescribing hydroxychloroquine for lung things. But ivermectin was also another one that helped with the thing that happened in the last few years with lots of people. If you can find it. They took some of those things off the shelves here. Yeah, Rachel, really. But I don't know what I'm talking about, really. I just know that it does work. But I would look into that, but you have to look into it in some deep, dark rabbit hole type places. What was I going to play? Oh, I forget. I can't remember. What? Okay, we're on. We're on. I'm going to do what I did last year. This is going out to Terry. He's a blues man, I know that. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you. Wait one more time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you. Back to the normal Joe. God bless you, Terry. God bless you, brother. Happy birthday, man. And thanks for being here. That worked out. I'm glad it worked out, because I'll tell you right now, the single most reason I was doing a live stream was for your birthday, because there you go. And Richard says he doesn't know how to chat. That's okay. You don't have to chat. Just give you a thumbs up. And that's fine. Because I figured I wouldn't be able to talk to you till next week if it worked out at all, and then I would have forgot maybe by Thursday because of life. And Richard sent me an email saying it was your birthday on Monday. And there you go. And you're 85 years young. So there you go, man. Happy birthday to you. Now what else was I going to play? There was another song. I keep getting them in my head and then they go. I was gonna do, maybe it's too heavy. When I was young, I used to run and hold the pieces of the sun till they would all listen and obey. Underneath the shady trees I would sit in the warm breeze, and I'd teach the sparrows how to fly away. And a blanket and the metal swing would keep my mom from wondering if I was safe, sheltered from the cold. There was nothing out of reach, my sails were full with the wind of dreams, and I floated o'er the forests near my home. And as I grew in small degrees, I changed my life's philosophies. The man in red disappeared in smoke. What was funny now seems cruel. Who changed the rhythm and the rules? The element of truth is now the joke. That was when my search began. Into different arms I ran, and many roles I chose to convey. And an emptiness I couldn't fill, I bent and broke under the will of everything that anyone would say. Stay, hey, please, don't go. Stay, hey, I can't be alone. You were there so straight and tall, you were by far the king of all. We saw the same, we sang each other's notes. And you had your past, well so did I. Some made us laugh, some made us cry. Life was a river, we had found the boat. So with that we sailed on through the waves and through the storm. We kept our eyes on the distant shore. And then the boat began to sway, and piece by piece it fell away, and I carried what you couldn't anymore. Stay, hey, please, don't go. Stay, hey, I can't be alone. In the Father's name, and then the Son, the Holy Ghost is the only one who can wrap this wound that is my soul. And I think upon the Trinity, 'cause it's in their eyes I see the only substance that can fill this hole. And your image, it is still around, it's sprinkled in the garden, bound and broken up, torn inside the food. And every day I pay the price, and willingly the sacrifice of breathing and emerging out my room. Stay, hey, please, don't go. Stay, hey, I can't be alone. Stay, hey, please, don't go. Stay, hey, I can't be alone. Oh, hi, Carl. Thank you very much. That's called Please Don't Go. Yeah, I wrote that song there. Yeah. How long ago? A fantastic tune. Thank you very much. Please Don't Go. Well, it's a very personal tune. I wrote it for my sister. Her and I were very close when we were little. We're still close. It's just, she has a family. I have a family. We just don't see that much. But we're just 1 year apart growing up, so a lot of the imagery in the beginning is her and I, stuff that we did when we were kids, playing in the trees. We lived on an acreage just outside of the town I'm in here, and played in the trees, and we had one of those metal swing sets, and we put blankets over them to make little tents. And I just imagined my mom looking out and seeing us playing in these tents, and that's what the blanket and a metal swing would keep my mom from wondering if I was safe and sheltered from the cold. But it's written kind of from her perspective. And that's why I wrote you were there so straight and tall, you were by far the king of all. So And she was a bit, like we all get lost a little bit in life. She was a little bit lost, I suppose, at some point. Wasn't sure which direction she was going, and anyway, she did meet someone, and he was a good guy, but he went through a bad time, and he left her. He left her and they had 3 kids, and he left her. And so that song I wrote after he left her, I wrote that song. That was, I'd have to ask my wife when that was, how many years ago. But thanks be to God, and I mean that as literally as I can possibly muster. Thanks be to God, through her prayer and sacrifice for him, he turned around, and he's back with the family, and they're an intact family, and they're very much in love. And that was just a really, really dark time. So I feel kind of bad that I wrote the song, but I also that's the way it was back then. So that's what the line, stay, please don't go. It's like, don't leave me. Like, it was very, very hard time. I couldn't sing the song for quite a while, you try. I tried. Thanks, Richard. Like a lot of songs, sometimes I wrote a song, I won't get into it, I don't want to make this all depressing, but I worked with a guy named Leonard years ago when I worked in Edmonton, the capital city of Alberta. I worked in a warehouse for Sears, back when Sears existed. And me and this guy, Leonard, he had mental illness. He had, he was schizophrenic, I believe is the term. He had voices in his head all the time, and he was on medication. But like a lot of people who go on medication, they think they feel worse when they're on the medication. And when he got off the medication, he was trying to deal with it, and he ended up, he couldn't anymore, and he took his own life. And that really, of course, affected a lot of people, of course, but it affected me too. And it took about 6 months later, I wrote the song for him, kind of just about the little experience I had with him. We only were friends for about 8 or 9 months. Like when we worked together every day. We were in shipping and receiving at a warehouse. And so I worked with him. We were quite close, and I was always asking him how he was doing. How's he doing? Because he didn't look so good some days, and I was concerned. And then, of course, that's, as you can probably guess, one day he never showed up, and I was just wondering if he was sick again, because he would stay home some days. And then one of the bosses came back and told me that they found him, and he had done that. So I wrote that song, Talk to Me, Leonard. I'll sing it for you one day, but that's the background to it. But what I was getting at is when I finally worked my way through trying to sing it, I started bawling. I bawled my eyes out after I wrote it. I sat on the bed and I was just crying and crying, because that's the way. I'm not, I don't know. Maybe it's a guy thing. It might be a man thing. I'm not very good at emotional stuff, right? I always tend to, and I always have my whole life. I always was a kind of a joker, as you guys probably can tell. I joke around a lot. How I deal with a lot of things is I don't mean to make light of things, but sometimes I just, that's how I deal with stuff, is I sort of try to lighten the mood. If it's pretty heavy, I'm the one who makes jokes. I've kind of always been that way. But I think I deal with things as good as I can. I'm from a generation. I'm only 53. I was born in the 70s. And my parents weren't really. They weren't. Well, my dad's still alive. It's just it wasn't. There was 11 of us, so there wasn't a whole bunch of talking and so on. Thanks, Richard. It is great news. No, it's very good news. She's amazing. Other than my wife, I don't know. I have a few sisters that are just blow my mind how strong they are. It puts me to shame. Puts a lot of us men to shame. The strength. She would not give up. She just prayed and prayed and fasted. If you've ever heard of fasting, she wouldn't eat for a long time, and she just prayed and went to church all the time and prayed and offered up all of her sufferings for his, I guess you'd call it reversion. It wasn't a conversion. He's supposed to be, you know, a Christian. He has his baggage too, right? Yeah. So he has his baggage as well, right? Ha. Thanks, Carl. I could probably do it. It's just you guys know the background story, so I might as well. Okay, it's a big long segue. It sounded like I didn't mean. I'll play it. I should be okay. You know, it's okay. Everything's fine. I just it's just I'll try. It's been a long time. I hope I can get all the words right. It sounds like okay. Okay, here we go. I'll try it. Talk to me, Leonard. Tell me what's going on. I'll listen to you. I don't care how long. I've got the time for a friend. Talk to me, Leonard. Why are you slowing down? Do you have something that's going around? Oh, talk to me, Leonard. Tell me what's wrong. Talk to me, Leonard. Tell me what's going on. Talk to me, Leonard. Is everything quiet now? No more voices telling you when or how. And in that sleep, what dreams may come? Talk to me, Leonard. Tell me what's going on. All right, there you go. There you go. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, sorry, Rachel. Okay. Oh, Carl, yeah, I remember that now, yeah. Well, there you go. Your brother, too. Yeah, I'll tell you, mental illness is quite a thing. We're trying to get our head around it still too, but thanks be, nothing, you know, it hasn't been as dramatic as that, but okay, I gotta play something happy here. Let me see. as I was walking by my house, and I knew that I could yodel. I thought, you know what? I'm pretty good. In fact, I think I'm the best yodeler in the land. And I yodel, 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 Well, then a man came walking by. He said, hello and hi. How you doing, my friend? Well, I said, I'm pretty good, and I'm the best yodeler in the land. And I yodel, 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 yodel. Well, he said, you are pretty good. And I understood, 'cause I knew I was. And then he told me something else. He told me he could yodel too. And he yodel, 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 Hey, Terry's on board. Hey, Terry. No problem, brother. No problem. God bless you, man. Happy birthday to you. I'm glad you like it. I couldn't come up with anything too new, so I just did the blues because I know that you and Richard are both blues men, I think. You also like choral music, but I didn't know any versions of. Hey, I'll tell you something. Just a little side story. Because Terry has a pastor past. He has a pastor. He's a pastor. He's a past pastor. He's a pastor from the past. So I was we went to a funeral service today. And I don't mean to speak ill of anything, but I have to admit, they had a version of Amazing Grace, which I believe was maybe, it wasn't in English. It was in Norwegian, I think. It was beautiful. Very pretty. And hello. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. We'll see. I'll be up in a minute. Okay. Bye. Tell them I say hi. Yeah, that's Ren. She says hi. It's Terry's birthday. Richard and Terry, it's his birthday.
Oh, nice.
Well, on Monday. He's 85.
Pretty close.
Yeah. So I'm saying happy birthday to him.
Can you hear me?
They might be able to hear you.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Okay. Ren says happy birthday too.
Bye.
Right? Bye. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So the funeral, so they had a really pretty version of Amazing Grace. I couldn't understand it, but it was very pretty and very well sung. And I could see on the funeral card, I was reading it, you know, the recessional, or, you know, what we call the recessional, the exit hymn, Ode to Joy. Do you guys know Ode to Joy? By Ludwig van Beethoven. Not von, van. There's a difference. Actually, Von was the upper class German. Beethoven was not, he was middle, lower class. So he's Van, V-A-N. V-O-N, Vaughn, was for the more rich, the, what do you call it, the hierarchy, the aristocratic types. But Ludwig van Beethoven wrote Ode to Joy. Da 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 da. Right? It was the worst version of that song. Do you want to know what it was? And I'm sorry, no disrespect to those people who have passed and their families. Maybe they didn't. It was like a dance version. It was like. It didn't seem apt. It did not seem apt. A-P-T, apt. Yeah, no kidding, Rachel. So, anyways, other than that, it was a lovely funeral. They had a lovely slideshow, great, what do they call it? Eulogy or story of their life and so on. Darn it. Okay, Terry, I'll tell her, yeah. But, that was just not good. Well, I should probably get going. That's what that was about. I'm only supposed to be here for an hour. I can't think of anything I was gonna else play. I'll play, I've been up and I've been down. Still I'm weeping, still I'm weeping. Laughter, smiles, and tears and frowns. Still I'm weeping, still I'm weeping. I'll bang this drum, I'll dress this loom. That's my remedy for an impending doom. And a stitch in time saves more than nine. With the tapestries I've woven in my mind, they come to life now, the course of fire. A winter's day seems cold and dark. Still I'm weaving, still I'm weaving. My backyard is my Noah's Ark. It sees me weaving, watch me weaving. I'll feed my friends, both small and large, and the souls of all I've touched now with my art. Bridge the gap with love and joy, and the warmth of the sun when I was a boy. Well, I feel it now again in my soul. Around, what has changed? Not my weaving, still I'm weaving. Led the life you have arranged through my weaving, in my weaving. Bang on wool and silk, silver and gold, with a piece of the new and of the old. I'm tied to you, I'm tied within. I can see your hand at work in where I've been, and you guide the path ahead, my old friend. Thank you. No problem, Carl. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks, Richard. I'm glad you could make it. Terry, that's awesome. You could make it too. You figured it out how to get on here and comment. Thanks. Rachel. Sorry, guys. Got to look at my head here. My gray hair. I'm going to scroll up. Carl is there. Terry, I said good night and goodbye. And who else do we got? Solomon, I think. What did he say? Oh, I got to go. Okay. All right, so he's gone. Solomon's gone. I guess it was just a few of us tonight, which is fine. I can't expect too much because I just jumped on, and I'm glad that Richard and Terry, no offense to everybody, I'm glad everybody could make it. But I'll admit I was thinking of Terry because I was trying to figure out some nice way to say happy birthday. So I thought if I could jump on here, and I'm really happy that it worked out, that Richard could get a hold of him. So we'll just play my exit, my recessional hymn. Okay, that wasn't it. I just got a little sidetracked again. Hear my song, hear me sing this tune, and take it with you, love. I'll go down to the bottom again here. Whoop. Oh, come on, little thing. There we go. Hear my voice. Hi, Toby Lord. Do I know? Well, I've tried the up and the down, the sky above and the cold hard ground. I'm sitting here under a banjo moon, howling at the world. I'm trying to keep the tune. What do I fear? Maybe that it might end too soon. Sitting here under this banjo moon. See me cry half the time. I really can't tell you why. Am I wise enough to bridge the distance between the shallow, smooth, and the deep and the rough? What do I know? Is there a place for the soft and the tough? Can I find it before it's too late? Now I'm sitting here under a banjo moon, howling at the world. I'm trying to keep the tune. What do I fear? Maybe that it might end too soon. Sitting here under this banjo. Tell me now, from the depths of all the mysteries, the where and how, sorrow and joy, and the glorious light that shone on me when I was a boy. Now I'm older, and the prayers are getting hard to employ. Still I know that you're guiding us now. I'm sitting here under a banjo moon, howling at the world. I'm trying to keep the tune. What do I fear? Maybe that it might end too soon. Sitting here under this banjo moon, sitting here under this banjo moon, sitting here under this banjo moon. everybody. Good night. God bless. Sweet dreams. I love you. And I hope you have a good rest of the weekend. Have a nice Sunday tomorrow. Happy birthday to Terry on Monday, but here it is from us all here. And there we go. Good night. Good night, Toby Lauren. Thanks for coming in right at the end, but I'm glad you're here. I just jumped on really quick. Toby Lauren's a friend of ours. And there you go. Toby, this is the PacK. This is Toby. And there you go. All right. Haha. Rachel is from Scotland. And Carl is from somewhere in the States. Actually, I don't know where Carl's from. You told me, but I probably forgot because I'm a bit of a jerk. Jeanette is from America. Richard's from Illinois. Who else is here? That's about it. There's the intros anyways. There's a quick jump on, say hello, say happy birthday to Terry on Monday. Scottish, oh, you're on the Scottish borders now. Okay. You're half Scottish. You're half there. To be short. All right. Good night. God bless. Sweet dreams. Love you. I'm going to hit the button here. So all you're going to see is my big head. Here's my big head. All right. See you guys. God bless.